Hey Smiles Tribe, I'm still out here walking, working out, but I have another hair tip that I want to talk to y'all about, and this was brought to me by one of my lovely um, moderators on the channel, Miss Tracy Ann, and we was talking about trims. I think I had it was either a post or a video. I talked about like trimming your hair, and I think she made a comment how she been kind of just like trimming, like nipping it a little bit. And I came in the comments with the eyeballs and I said, are those hair cutting shears or scissors, as y'all may know? And I want to talk about that. Now, personally, me, because I'm a professional, I do not advise y'all to trim y'all hair at home. But y'all gonna do it anyway. I can tell y'all, don't do that. Y'all gonna do it anyway. Y'all grown. You grown. They ain't got the duckies out today. Normally they have ducks out here. But y'all grown. Y'all can do what y'all want to do. But here's the thing. If you feel so inclined to do it at home, what I would recommend, do not use this regular scissors that you have around the house, because they are not made for cutting hair. Like, don't use the scissors that you use for art and crafts, because more than likely those scissors are not sharp enough. Because if you go to cut your hair with scissors that you just use for other stuff around the house, more than likely they're dull. And so when you trim your hair with those dull scissors, first of all, it's gonna make your hair worse. Okay, it's gonna make your hair worse. It's gonna actually make your split ends worse. So when you go get ready to trim it with that, and you got dull shears and they're dry, it's gonna make your ends split even more. So it's gonna make the split ends a whole lot worse. So I do not advise to trim your hair with regular haircut, with regular just scissors you have laying around the house. It's gonna make your ends dull. It's gonna make your ends split even more. You can actually go make your situation worse, and you think you're doing something and you're not. So don't do that. Now, if you feel so inclined, which I highly don't recommend, I'm gonna tell you why I don't recommend trimming your hair at home in a minute. But if you feel so inclined, y'all, I'm sorry from huffing and puffing in your ear, but I'm out of breath. I did not work out all last week, and now I'm feeling it. And I'm just now starting back on Monday, so I'm out here huffing and puffing. So y'all gonna, like Coach Shin say, y'all gonna have to take it. Y'all gonna have to take the huffing and puffing today. So if you feel so inclined, make sure you go get hair cutting shears. So you can go to Sally's Beauty Supply. Sally sent me a check. You can go to actual beauty supply store, but I would just say go to Sally's Beauty Supply and ask them for the hair cutting shears. And only use these shears to cut your hair. Don't use them to do nothing else. Not a piece of paper. You might see a piece of paper. Oh, I need to cut this right quick. Nope. Don't do it. Only use them for your hair. Label them just for your hair. And the reason why is because the hair cutting shears are going to be sharper, where they can get everything it needs to get. They're not going to be dull. Now, oh, she got here with a skirt on. Okay, sister. Okay, get the workout in. Get the workout in. But okay, so this is the reason why I don't recommend cutting your hair at home. This is the reason why. First of all, you can't see everything. Can't see everything. You need to see. You're not going to get an even trim. So it's best to go to a professional. Okay? It's best to go to a professional because you can't see everything. Even me as a stylist, I get other people to trim my hair because I cannot see the back, and I want to get it as even as possible and get all the nooks and crannies. Oh, I thought that was something. I want to see all the nooks and crannies, so I don't even trim my own head at home. Okay? Sometimes I'll try, but then another golf cart. Sometimes I'll try trimming my hair at home, but I had to get my coworkers to help me clean it up. So that's thing number one. You cannot see everything you're doing. Tip number two, why you shouldn't do it at home, because more than likely y'all using the wrong kind of shears, which I just talked about earlier in this video. Y'all using regular haircut scissors that you have around the house. It's making your hair dull and it's splitting even more. Tip number three, even if you do got the right shears at home, more than likely, because you're not a professional, you're not getting your shears professionally sharpened. That's another thing. As stylists and as barbers, we actually get our tools professionally sharpened to keep them sharp, because over time, they're real dull. So this is part of maintenance of hair cutting shears. So I keep my shears and all my tools sharpened on a regular basis, just because that's what I do. And so with me keeping them sharp on a regular basis, it's gonna make the hair cutting more precise and more clean and more sleek. So y'all not doing that. Y'all just gonna go get some regular hair shears. And to be honest with you, even because I bought some one time out of Sally's, even just the regular ones that they have, they're really not even that sharp. It's the ones that's really, really sharp. Most of the time it's behind the counter, and you can end up paying like $70, $80 for a good pair of shears. More than likely, if you're paying $12 or $13 for a pair of shears, I'm just going to keep honest with you too. Those are still not going to be as sharp as the professional ones. I'm just going to put it out there. It's not, I mean, it'll be better than using the kitchen ones laying around your house, but honestly, it's still not going to be that sharp. And I know some of y'all probably not trying to go spend no $70, $80, $90 for a good pair of shears. And I wouldn't advise y'all to do it. If you're not a professional, it's not worth it, because honestly, you still ain't gonna be able to see the back of your head, or you still ain't gonna get the most accurate cut of your hair. Fourth reason is when you trim your hair, I advise that you trim your hair when it's stretched out. Now, you don't have to get it pressed. You don't have to get it flat iron, because I have definitely, what time is it? I'm asking y'all what time is it, because I gotta go to work. Let me start working my way back to the car. Now, I have definitely trimmed my clients' hair when it wasn't flat iron, but when I blow dry their hair, I would blow dry it to where it's straight as possible and then do a trim. And the reason why I do that is because I get the most accurate trim. When you try to trim your hair when it's curly, you don't get an accurate trim. And I had a video, and I probably do a video on this too, about curly cuts, and I'm not a big fan of them. I'm not, but I know some people are. It's just not my thing. There's nothing wrong with them, but I'm just not a big fan of them. But you want to stretch your hair out as far as possible and then trim your hair, so that way you can really see your ends. When it's curly, you can't really see all the split ends, and it's not going to be an accurate cut. So that's another thing, is you need to make sure your hair is really, really stretched out. Don't do it while it's curly. Don't do it. I even seen something a long time ago when people put their hair in 2-strand twists, and whatever was dangly and straggly, they would snip it. And I don't encourage that, because when you go get a blowout or when you go do other hairstyles, your hair can be uneven. If you care about that, your hair can be uneven. If you don't care about that, then God bless you. But if you care about that, you get ready to press your hair out or do certain stuff, your hair can be terribly uneven. And if you go to a professional and she go to clean it up, you might have to actually end up getting more trimmed off just to clean it up, just because you was randomly going in there and just snipping little pieces here and there. That's why when you see some people, when they get their hair pressed out and you look at the ends and it kind of look like a little zigzag, that's from cutting your hair when it wasn't stretched out. And there's also from when I see the little zigzag, like at the ends, like it go high, it go low, high, low on the ends. It's also from getting curly cuts. And that's what happens. That's just the nature of what it is. So that's why I do not advise y'all to trimming at home. But y'all gonna be grown and do what y'all want to do. So this video is just for information purposes, and to also give y'all the pros and cons if y'all decide to do that. So at the end of the day, y'all know me, I'm a professional. So I'ma always rep whether you come see me to go get a trim or you go to somebody in your city. Go to a professional and get a trim. And I'm gonna say this. I know the reason why some people are kind of leery about going to a professional. Where I park at? Oh, I parked over there. I know some of y'all a little bit leery about going to a professional because of that trauma of she cut off all my hair or she gets scissor happy. So start speaking up when you in the hair salon. When she get ready to trim your hair and she got it pressed out, ask her to show you. Ask her to show you. Get educated. That's what I love to do with my clients. My regulars who already know, girl, they don't even do that. Like, Lisa, this trim what you need to trim. Like, they don't ask for me to show them. But sometimes with my new clients, they don't really know. And, you know, you're trying to build that confidence. So I'll turn them around, get in the mirror, and I'll show them. I'm like, look, this is how much of your hair is damaged. And this is what I would recommend. But again, it's your hair. So you get to choose. 90% of the time, they're like, Lisa, just cut it. I only have a kickback with some new clients. I'm like, can we just do half of it today and do the rest of the day? I'm like, okay, that's fine, but I just want to let you know that it's going to keep splitting until you get all the split ends off. So they're fully aware. So if you're going to somebody and you a little leery about getting the trims because you're like, oh my gosh, they're going to cut off a lot. Because on the Stylez sign, we see the damage. On y'all side, y'all just see length. Y'all don't see how damaged it is sometimes. Y'all just like the length. You're like, oh no. So when you go to the hair salon and she get ready to trim it, ask her, but hey, can you show me how much of my hair that needs to come off so you can really see? And then you can be in control of how much comes off. Good morning. You can be in control of how much hair comes off or how much hair stay on. But just remember, if you keeping those split ends on, more of it is going to be split. So I hope this video helped and help y'all determine if you're going to be trimming your hair at home or if you could go to a professional. You weigh the pros and cons because y'all grown. Y'all grown. Y'all can do what y'all want to do. Don't listen to me. I ain't no professional. Nah, I am a professional. I don't know why I started saying it like that, but anyway, I'm about to finish up my walk. So thank y'all so much for listening to this video. Share it out. See you in another video. Bye.